Hey guys, BamBeer20 back again. Just watched this year's E3 Spotlight on Nintendo on the G4 channel. It was live footage, just got done watching it. Behind me on TV, they're on the commercial break. They're going to go through all the highlights, but I have all the highlights right here. I took some notes, tell you guys what I'm most excited about. The first thing I was excited about when the E3 conference started was I saw Reggie on stage where he belongs. Yes, Reggie, not that girl that everyone hates and cannot stand, that didn't know what she was talking about, was real annoying. Don't even know her name, don't care to know it. Hopefully they fired her because, man, she was a horrible spokesperson for Nintendo. Reggie's where it's at. He's like the badass spokesman for Nintendo, and I was glad to see him up on stage where he belongs. First, right out of the gate, they announced The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. That's the official name of the new Zelda game coming out. And right away, they have, I don't know his name, it's not Mr. Miyamoto, it's somebody else that was demonstrating it, was having some technical problems, but then here comes Mr. Miyamoto himself coming through the gate saying, hey, let me stop you there, let me take control of the game. And at first I was like, oh, this is all part of the show, you know, it was supposed to do that. But man, Mr. Miyamoto was having problems with the Wii Motion to work when he was swinging the sword and stuff. He was having some real technical issues, and it was really making me think, man, are we going to have these problems when we play the game? Hopefully not. They did rest assured that when they do play it on the showroom floor, it wouldn't have any technical problems. And the fact that when you play it at your house, obviously, you're not going to have no problems anyways. But anyways, I was just, you don't really see that with Nintendo, like technical difficulties like that, especially when they're demonstrating like a Zelda game. The graphics look good. The scenery looked beautiful. I mean, they have some more new items, like a beetle that flies around and a bunch of other stuff that they were trying to show. Some stuff they couldn't get to work quite right because they said the communication errors were happening because of people with their technology out in the crowd. But all in all, it looks like a great game. And what really, really got me angry at the beginning was, one, they were having technical problems, and two, they said this game wasn't even going to be out till next year. So here I'm thinking it's going to be towards the holidays this year, but no, we got to wait till next year. So yeah, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword looks like a great new Zelda game, but we have to wait, sadly, till next year till we're going to be able to actually play it for ourselves. Next, they announced Mario Sports Mix, and it's just like a bunch of Mario games put together, like sport games like volleyball and stuff like that, basketball. And it's like Mario Kart style items where you can run over like question marks and get items to help you out. You're basically Mario sport type game, a bunch of them packed together. I'm not really interested in that. Might rent it when it comes out, but I might not even buy it. Next announcement was Wii Party. In this game, really, I was like, really? I mean, Wii Party? And this in the conference, I was thinking, you got to be kidding me, man. I mean, it's going to be another bad E3. Wii Party is just a mixture of a bunch of mini games, kind of like Mario Party, where you can use your Miis. And it's to get you more social and stuff like that, and really didn't impress me. Next up, they announced Just Dance 2. I was like, really? Oh my god, Just Dance 2? I'm like, I didn't even play the first one. I don't want to play the second one. But I guess there's a lot of people out there that like it. I didn't really pay attention to it. It really didn't sit well with me when they announced Just Dance 2. Next, they finally started announcing some good games. Golden Sun Dark Dawn DS. And they said this is coming out this holiday season. And I'm pretty excited about that. The game does look pretty nice. Looks pretty sweet. As far as the DS game goes, it's pretty much going to give you what you want. Next game on the list, sorry I'm kind of going through this kind of fast, but I'm kind of limited to my time here on YouTube, is GoldenEye 007. My God, you got to be kidding me. GoldenEye 007, when it came out for the N64, that was like revolutionary. I mean, that's what first-person shooters are like marked after. I mean, that's what really set the tone for first-person shooters and stuff like that. As far as multiplayer shooting games, GoldenEye for the N64 is where it's at, and they're redoing it. Better story. This holiday season, it's going to have multiplayer, everything you want with GoldenEye that you had on the N64, you're going to have on your Wii console coming this holiday season, according to Reggie himself. And my God, I'm really excited about that. Next up on the list is Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey, I've heard about this. He has like a magical paintbrush where he can erase and replenish like some of the background sceneries. He can kind of mess with the world's environments and stuff like that as far as erasing platforms, making platforms exist and stuff like that. And what really, really caught my eye with this is you can actually take Mickey and the actual cartoons from way back in the day, like black and white cartoons, and actually start side-scrolling platforming through these cartoons. And I thought that blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, now I have to get this game. Next up on the list is Kirby's Epic Yarn. Yes, they're making a new Kirby game. Finally, within the last 7 years, Kirby has not been like on an actual brand name console, you know, besides the DS. And here he comes in all his glory in Kirby's Epic Yarn. My God, this is a side-scrolling platforming goodness, just like we know from Kirby. But the art style has changed quite a bit. It all looks kind of yarny. You might think it looks kind of weird, but everything's kind of made out of strings. But it looks actually pretty fun, and I cannot wait to get my hands on that. Next, they talked about Metroid Other M, and all they really did was show some more gameplay that I've already seen a million times, and that it's going to come out August 31st. It got delayed a little bit, but August 31st, it will be in stores. Next, one of my biggest excitement announcement was Donkey Kong Country Returns. Yes, Donkey Kong Country Returns. Just like you remember back on the Super Nintendo, it's coming in all its glory on the Wii. And my God, they redid it. The gameplay level designs look just absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I'm a big Donkey Kong Country fan. I mean, when it comes to Donkey Kong games, that's one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to play the new one that they're releasing this holiday. Wow. That's more money I'm going to have to spend, but it's going to be well worth it. Next, they went and talked about Nintendo's 3DS. How you don't need no 3D glasses, like in the movies. You need 3D glasses to make everything 3D. Here they go to explain how you really don't need glasses, and you can actually jump into a game 3D. And they go on to tell you how you can take 3D pictures. They actually have 2 cameras on the backside, and the technology is upgraded. They got a slider for depth on the side. It's got a 3.5 widescreen 3D screen on the top. It looks really good. I mean, I thought they were just redoing the DS again. I was like, I'm not going to get it, but I didn't really realize how much technology they put into this and how much thought went into this console, and I'm going to have to get this as well. I really cannot. I mean, it actually says that they're going to be able to play 3D movies on the DS. So if you're like on a trip, you're on a road trip, you can take your 3DS out and watch a 3D movie. They don't go into detail to tell you like what movies are going to come out, but like Disney and Warner Brothers and big movie producers or whatever are going to be releasing some movies out for the 3DS, and that's fantastic. I mean, can you imagine watching a 3D movie in the car on a road trip? I mean, that just blows my mind. I mean, we all know cars have, you know, TVs in the car, but to actually have it in the palm of your hand and be able to play games on it really blows me away. This year's 3D or E3 at Nintendo blew my mind. Hopefully it blew yours. Another thing they mentioned that the 3DS automatically connects with other 3DSs out there and communicate with each other, like automatically. Don't really know how that happens. It automatically connects to an internet connection if you're around one, and like will update your game rankings, ghost data, and stuff like that. And it's just really wild. I mean, the 3DS is really revolutionary, and I can't wait to get my hands on one. Kind of scared on what the price is going to be because of all the technology put into it. Some great games are going to be coming out for the 3DS. Big titles are going to be making, or big game companies are going to be producing games like Capcom, Konami, stuff like that. You can expect Metal Gear Solid, new games of that coming out for the 3DS, like Resident Evil. Big title games are coming out for the 3DS, and I'm really excited about it. Obviously, probably some more Mario games, stuff made by Nintendo, classic stuff. But yeah, let's just go through this. I mean, Donkey Kong Country returns. GoldenEye 007 is coming back. I mean, Kirby's coming with a new game. I mean, they're going back to their old roots, and then they finish it off with the 3DS and tell us how revolutionary that's going to be. And they started off with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. They had some technical problems, but the game does look fantastic, and I can't wait to play that too. But yeah, this has been my reaction to the E3, and I really do think it went well. It went quite well. It started out kind of rocky when they had technical problems with Legend of Zelda, but all in all, it was a great E3. It's going to be hard to top. So thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Reggie, for putting on this E3. My God, I'm glad that girl wasn't doing it because she did not do a good job the last couple years. So it's been VanBuren20 for my thoughts and my impressions on this year's Spotlight Nintendo E3, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Hope I gave you some information if you missed out. And there'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again.